Good morning, everybody. The plan for today is I'm going to go for a walk in the park. Today's a rest day, with it being Wednesday. So I got my exercises in Monday and Tuesday. And I'm also trying out some calisthenics, I believe it's called. It's kind of where you use your body weight, and I believe that's it. And you just do different exercises. And I found one that I'm going to try. It's a 30-day challenge, and you just kind of stand up and you raise your legs up into your stomach area. And it's a 30-day challenge. And so yesterday I did that, and then it says to take a day off. So I've got the 30-day schedule. So we'll try that on top of everything else that I'm doing. And then I'm going to go into the city, and I'm going to go and meet a gentleman that I've been kind of speaking with over the last couple of days. And I've been able to gain access to a show home through a local builder in the Edmonton area. So I thought that I would try to bring you along for that and show you a little bit of the home inside, because I'm going to try and make a video to post to my Instagram account, just kind of showing people what's being built in the area. And I thought maybe people would enjoy to see it. You know, it's all a part of my new chapter in my life with my new career. And just kind of thought I would document it a little bit. It's all a part of my journey, really, getting into shape, and just, like I said, just starting my new career. And it looks as if it's going to snow a bit later on, but we'll see. It kind of feels like it wants to snow. It's certainly a bit chillier out today. So that's kind of what my plan is today. And then tomorrow I'm going to meet with a mortgage broker, and hopefully we can work together, because I'm just trying to put a team together, you know, sort of that kind of mentality of people that, you know, I can work with. Like when I'm doing an open house, I thought it would be beneficial to have a mortgage broker there, and they can also advertise themselves if people have any questions that could potentially be coming into the show home. And if they had questions about mortgages and things like that, or getting pre-approved, that sort of thing. So in Fort McMurray, in the department that I was working in, we had a great team of people. And it took a little while to put us all together. And once we were together, we tackled all the projects as a team. And so I've kind of got that same mentality as to bringing this into my real estate career. So I'm just kind of thankful as well for the brokerage that I'm working with. I'm really enjoying it so far, and my mentor, and just so on and so forth. I'm really enjoying the journey, and I'm starting to really enjoy making more videos for people to see my journey as I venture out there into this new chapter in my life, and as I get older. So I hope that you enjoy the video today, and please give me a like and a follow, and leave a comment. Let me know where you're from, or maybe some ideas too. I'm all ears. So it's just important for me to get together with the right people. When I first joined this brokerage, I did my homework, and I met with my current mentor well before I took the course. And it was just important for me that I joined what I felt was the right fit for me. And I'm glad that I did, because there's a good solid team at this brokerage, and I'm just really enjoying it. Very much like my last position, it was such a great team of people. I worked with them for many years, and it's just interesting to start that new chapter now and kind of take that same mentality with me. So hope that you enjoy my video again, and we'll see you out in the park or on the way there. We'll see. Thanks. Bye for now. You do, right? Like I said in a couple of other videos, sometimes here in Alberta and Canada, you can get all 4 seasons in one day. So we'll pick it up a bit later on when I've gotten onto the highway and I'm heading into the south side of Edmonton to go and look at the show home. I'll see if I can maybe do a little bit of a clip. You can get an idea of what exactly I'm doing. So, but yeah, check it out. Nice and quiet today, but snowing, and just finishing up my walk here in the park. Beautiful though, eh? In a way. It's kind of nice to watch it snow sometimes. Quite peaceful. Hello, everybody. I'm getting ready now to hit the highway and head into the southwest side of Edmonton to go and do a bit of a walkthrough through the show home. And I'm going to record a little bit and post some stuff to my social media for people to look at and check out. And it's always great to get out here now and start making some really good contacts with people. And these people seem very friendly, professional, and really looking forward to getting to know them. So, and here we go, merging onto Highway 2. And we're in the show home. Beautiful. Just met with the, isn't that gorgeous? Really nice. Just wanted to show you a bit of the property. There's a bathroom in there. I really thought this was really nice up here. Nice show home. So I thought I'd give you a behind the scenes tour. This is laundry in there. It's really nice. And then look at really nice walk-in closet there. Very neat. A behind the scenes look for you as to what it looks like for what I'm doing. So we'll pick it up when I'm back on the old highway. Great kitchen though. It's beautiful. Really nice. And we were just up there, look. Kind of cool, eh? All right, well, we're back in the car. Holy, that was so interesting because I've never done anything like that before, and it was really cool. He was a great guy. He provides a real estate service for the builder there, and I really enjoyed meeting him. That was interesting. I enjoyed it. But so bizarre, you go from working in the oil sands industry in Fort McMurray for how many years, right? And that was really cool. I'm kind of proud of myself for that, because it's just me, to set it up, and it felt great. I've got to be pretty thankful. The only thing I wish is that I could tell my dad, who's not here. He's been gone now 10 years to the end of this month, so I really miss him. But this is so cool. I had a great conversation with him, and, when somebody asks you, well, why did you get into this industry as a realtor? I was, pleased to tell him that a few things. The first was to help people. And that's something that I've always enjoyed doing. There's just something about standing in a home as it just was, and, even showing you a little clip of the house. Somebody is going to create a family there, or they're going to live in that home. Maybe they're single. I don't know. But they're going to have a lot of moments in that house, and they're going to put their own touches on it to make it their house, their home. And that's just very special to me. It's just a very special thing, which I thought was pretty amazing. So when you think about it like that, it really does put things into perspective, And the roads do look a bit icy, and of course, got the old winter tires off. It's my fault, that we're getting this weather. But yeah, that was very neat. He mentioned that I could have an opportunity now, working with him in the future, that I could just have access to some of the show homes that they have, and I could do videos. And I thought that was excellent, because now I can show people a bit of what this builder offers, and that's really neat. And just building a community online for people to enjoy watching my journey through life. I'm blessed as well. I'm more than happy to do that for people if they enjoy watching me. I'm just being myself. For so many years, I just kind of hid away a bit, and I was a bit shy, I think, or wasn't sure what people would think of me, that kind of thing. And ooh, yeah, these roads are like icy. Ooh, getting stuck into rush hour now. Brilliant. Thankfully, it's not too bad out. Oh boy. Yeah, it's starting to back up a bit now, isn't it? Not too bad, though. We're in good shape. 20 after 4 nearly in the afternoon. Man, that was so surreal. I often wonder what my dad went through being in a new country with 3 children and my mom, a wife, not knowing anybody, going to work at Syncrude and and being away from your other family, like his mom and dad, my grandparents, all that way in Fort McMurray, Alberta, Canada. I often wonder, what that must have been like to go through, even for my mom. And I get a taste of it, like when I just walked in that show home, because other than the good resources that I have at KIC Realty, the brokerage that I'm working at, setting that up by yourself and just knowing that all this falls on your own shoulders, you get in what you put out, right? So if you don't get out of your comfort zone, this applies with a lot of things, not just this career. If you don't get out of your comfort zone, then nothing is going to change. And just like my dad, how he wanted to come to a different country, if he didn't do that, he would never have known, right? So, obviously do your research with everything that you do, but if you don't start something, you can either stay the same and nothing changes, or you put yourself into those uncomfortable situations and you grow. And I was telling this gentleman that I just met, I said, I want to do this the right way. That's my main priority, is building my business, getting a good solid foundation, no pun intended, because of the real estate business, and building it the proper way. That's all that I want. Offering a great service, knowing your stuff, being upfront with people, and just being there, being a good resource. Gosh. And now tomorrow, I can continue on. Going to meet with, sorry about this, with the mortgage broker. I'll call her for now, and go from there. And then a meeting on Friday with my mentor, Cindy. And that's a pretty good week. And then, so as you can see now, following along, this is how I'm going to be building it. I'm going to be looking at all the different builders, what they all offer, so that I can educate myself on that and bring it to potential clients to see what they like. So we really hit this at a good time, because if it would have been any later, this would have been bumper to bumper traffic. I usually don't really like to drive when it's slick out, or you gotta be just use your best judgment. Give yourself plenty of time. A lot of my dad speaks through me. Because he would always, well, have you stocked up on windshield washer? Have you, make sure that you fill up the gas if it gets too cold out, and fill up your gas tank. and just so much more. My dad was a great guy. My mom's a great woman. I couldn't have wanted a better mom, and I love her. Glad that I can be here for her. My Uncle Michael in England, and my Auntie Kay and cousins. Very happy. I just wish everybody could be together. And sometimes I wish that we didn't leave, right? Because of that. But my dad and my mom wanted to give us a good life and a fresh start. And he did. Hard to believe it's been 10 years. It goes by so quickly. And in the last 10 years, so much has happened. And eventually, when you start putting yourself first a bit and, worrying about your own happiness and your own health, that's what it's all about. You can't control things, but you just got to be happy and you got to keep going. I always say that. Got to keep going. It's frustrating some days, but take some time to just say to yourself, okay, let's dust that off now and let's try again. And another thing that sticks in my mind, nobody is going to save you. That one sticks with me. Nobody is going to save you. Nobody is going to come and get you into the gym. Nobody is going to get you a new job. Nobody is, and so on and so forth. You've got to do it. You got to do it. Sorry, we're getting a bit blurry there, everybody. We're getting on the highway now. It's probably going to be slushy, as you can see. I'm pretty sure you don't want to watch me clean my windows. Man, I feel pretty great, I feel pretty happy. He asked me, how many sales have you had? I said, I haven't had any. But even that, it matters to me, but what matters more is doing it the right way. I know that that'll come in the future. It's just getting it off the ground, because I don't want to rush things. I want to build something solid going forward. And that's with everything in my life, including my health. So. But anyway, back to a bit of my family. Growing up in Canada was a bit difficult because we were away from family. But I just wanted to mention that my Uncle Michael, my dad, thought the world of my Uncle Michael. He's a good man. And I remember one time I think we were in Heathrow Airport in the early 80s. And he was with us. I think he was picking us up from the airport when we flew over to England. And he picked me up and he dangled me over top of a dumpster. Just for fun. But he was a great mechanic, and he still is. Very good at what he does. And they've got a beautiful home. good family. So, my dad thought a lot about my Uncle Michael. It's my mom's brother. And went fishing, you know, not as much as what I'd like to have with him. And Joshy, my cousin, and Katie. Every time that me and Katie were in a room together, we just can't stop laughing. And it doesn't matter. It doesn't even matter if you say anything. You just go in and you kind of are like just start laughing. It's funny. I miss them all, and Carrie. I miss them all. But a big inspiration in my life, like I say, I've had some pretty solid people to look up to in my life. Like my dad, my Uncle Michael, my grandparents, both sets of grandparents. Amazing, incredible work ethic. Good people, good solid people, you know? And I'm very proud of my heritage. So, I think this calls for a Starbucks now. So that's where I'm going to head now and get myself a Starbucks. I think I deserve a nice cup of tea. So we'll see you soon. Again, you guys are lucky. You get to pass all this traffic and bad weather. But we'll see you soon. I just wanted to show you this Canadian Tire. Oh, they got it barricaded off now. Used to be able to drive straight through, but this is the Canadian Tire in Leduc I was telling you about in the previous video. I mentioned it. They do an amazing job bringing in all this decorations. Like, look, they got dinosaurs here and big statues getting ready for the summer season. Pretty cool, eh? That's awesome. I'll try and capture a bit of it here for you. A full of the dinosaurs here. Isn't that neat? The Canadian Tire in Leduc, Alberta. You must come and check them out. They're now open from 6 a.m. till 10 p.m. weekly, daily. So we're back in Leduc now, and I'm headed to Starbucks. So, look at this. You got one guy going, he's going that way, I'm going this way, and that person's going that way. All right. Okay. Oop. It can get a bit congested going that way. Hello to you. Thank you. Leduc Common. Okay, is he crossing the street or what's he doing there? I don't think he knows. And away we go. That's another thing. My dad driving, he would be right up your butt. He had a bit of a lead foot. He bought himself a 911 Turbo Porsche in an auction. I was about, God, how old was I? 14? Somewhere around there. I still remember the day that he came home and told my mom, and she wasn't too impressed at the time. But he bought this Porsche, and he had a great guy, a great mechanic around the corner named Arthur. I won't use last names. And Arthur sadly passed away years ago. He was a great guy. And every night after work, my dad would go and work on it, and we stripped the whole car down. My dad bought it in an auction, and it was a repo. The guy wasn't making his payments. And under each piston head, he clogged the cylinders with rags, oily rags. And the piston heads all cracked. So it did quite a bit of damage. Not a very good thing to do. And anyway, we spent quite a long time rebuilding the car from the ground up. And my dad sold it, sadly. But I mean, I wish I could get my hands on it. Anyway, one time we were coming up Thickwood Boulevard in Fort McMurray, and my dad was just like, it was almost as if he turned into Nigel Mansell, a Formula One race car driver. And he was coming up, he was flying up Thickwood Boulevard, and eventually the police pulled him over for speeding. Right at the top there, they were hiding, doing a speed trap. And my dad got a ticket, and he looked over at me and he said, "Are you happy now? Glad to go for a ride now?" And I said, "I didn't do anything." But that's just kind of like who my dad was. And then he sped off after the cop gave him a ticket. I'm surprised that he didn't get another one. And then when he put it up for sale, there was a guy, that was one of the worst days ever to see that car being sold. I was just a kid, but love that car. Some that don't love it, like Arthur, he didn't like it that much, working on it and figuring it out and stuff. But he was a great man. And this guy he'd come up the driveway in a Volkswagen Beetle, and my dad pretty much chased him down the driveway. "You're not going to have this. It's too much car for you, and you're driving a Volkswagen Beetle," and all this type of stuff. He was a character, my dad. But very well respected, and he had a great work ethic. I miss him. He was like a brother to me, along with being my dad. I loved him, as you do with, a dad. But he really, I really loved his work ethic. He loved going to work. He loved providing for his family. He loved to help his family, even overseas. He thought a lot about my mom's parents and his parents, and I really do miss him. 10 years at the end of this month, he'll be gone. So, sometimes if you hold a grudge, or if you argue with somebody, you can really, it can be years, that can go on for a long time. And sometimes you just can't, it might be better for you to have no communication as well, which is heartbreaking. And I've gone through that as well. And it is heartbreaking in a family. But at the end of the day, life is short, and you've got to worry about your own happiness, which is what I always say now. That's what it's all about, right? Life is a journey. I look back and I think I wasted a lot of time there worrying about silly stuff, but going forward now, I've learned off of that and can gladly say that I'm very well aware that stuff like that isn't important. So, anyway, here we are. We're going to go get a Starbucks now. It's been a great day. They usually know me here now, by now. I'm known at all of them.
Hi there, what can we get started for you?
Hi, can I get a venti mint majesty tea with steamed non-fat milk?
Yeah, you betcha. Is that all you need today?
It is, yeah.
Perfect. We'll see you at the window.
Thank you. That's all. That's all I need. All you need is a good cup of tea. All right. Ooh. All you need is tea. Dun, 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 dun. And tonight I think I'll just relax now for the rest of the afternoon and evening. And maybe watch a show or something. We'll see. Trying to absorb everything today. All you need is tea. That's catchy, eh? Hi.
Enjoying this beautiful weather?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. All 4 seasons, eh?
Right, exactly.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good day.
You too. Tea. And away we go again. Oh. You watch, I'll have you singing it next. Ooh-ah. Surprised that there's nobody at the car wash today. Usually is. So, see. Oh, look. They wrote, "Thanks, Andrew," on my cup. That's nice of them. They're very nice there. Nice people. That's what it's all about. All right. So I'm going to get this off this. I'll take you off the mount now. You've been hanging up there for a bit. And I wish I could put that on. Oh, hang on. See if I can put it there. There we go. So I don't have to flip you upside down. So you see, that's what you were hanging on there. Look. All right. Ooh. Ooh-ah. Hello, everybody. So now look, see? They wrote, "Thanks, Andrew. Starbucks." They're great. They're really great people. Very friendly. Very nice. But cheers to you all. Thanks for watching today. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and I just really appreciate people watching, you know. Ooh, that is hot. Ooh, wow. That is quite hot. That's what you want, though. So you'll see my channel is kind of developing into what I'm aiming for it to turn into, which is a bit of just my life in general, really, and my new career and that kind of thing, and just lifestyle. And I hope that you enjoyed watching it. So have a great day. If you want, please give me a like and a follow. I'd appreciate that. Leave a comment if you want. And just one foot in front of the other, and you got to just keep on going, right? And that's all that you can do. So have a wonderful day. I will see you soon. And thanks very much for watching. Bye for now.